Hey people, welcome back once again. Eric July's Rippaverse ISOM #1 campaign continues to be, well, probably one of the biggest news in comics at the moment. It is over $2.5 million and rising, and it's only been a week since he announced it, since Rippaverse was launched, and this campaign continues to just skyrocket. The phenomenal ability that it has had to propel itself to here is truly fantastic. And it really shows that the market is there, it's open for anybody in the creative sector who wants to do something similar. I said it before, you may not reach $1 million on your first week. You might reach two, you might reach five. It's possible. It may take a month, a year, but you will get there. But the market is available. People are interested. They're tired of what they're getting from the main two, which are Marvel and DC, who don't care about their customers anymore. I've stated that on many occasions. They just don't care about their customers. Now, with the amount of amazement that this Rippaverse first campaign has done, there have been a lot of pushback, a lot of negativity from people. I covered in another video how Eric July started getting racial slanders and thing online from people who claim to be so conservative and claim to be so hand-holding and so loving and together and happy and all of this sort of stuff and all kind of inclusion and diversity, all kind of nonsense, and then yet they are using some of the most racial slurs and remarks possible, and then turn around and want to act like he's the racist before he even responds to them. They want to use racial remarks and then turn around and say, well, okay, you're the racist before I do anything else. It shows the kind of level of disturbed individuals out there. Now, as a black man myself, I must say that seeing another black man have this sort of effect with his campaign is truly inspirational. I said before, I say again, I hope he continues to rise, and I hope others follow him and get in there. Now, there's plenty of space in the industry for others to come in and do what they have to do, and there are other people who have been doing it longer. However, what I'm going to address here is something that I saw that is really and truly bothering me to a level. One of the people who have seem to have a problem and come out speaking out against Eric July in some posts that I don't seem to quite understand was the creator and head of Black Sands Entertainment. Now, a friend of mine first introduced me to Black Sands Entertainment. They said, check out this. Well, they said to me, check out this Black Sands thing. They said, they wanted to know if I was aware of it. I wasn't at the time. I looked at it. I said, well, okay, this artwork is a little interesting. What the story is about. I checked it out. It kind of has a Last Airbender type vibe to it. It's about Egypt, and it focuses mostly on black characters and all these other things. Okay, that's your niche. That's your niche. But when you start making statements like this, right? My book is for everyone is the biggest bullshit statement on earth. You have a responsibility to yourself to stop lying and get your career moving. Target 2% of the US population and start focusing all your messaging, writing, and marketing to them. Make everyone else mad. Now, and this is on the fellow Black Sands. Now, Eric July's ISOM, he stated, is for everyone. Yes, it's owned by a black man. Yes, the first thing has ISOM is a black man in it. But he stated in many of his videos that it's about showing black characters without having to take sloppy seconds from white characters. You build up your characters and you go with that. I mean, not every character in the book is going to be black. That is just ridiculous. It's a comic book made for everyone. But you're so upset about this. You're coming out saying things like this, and this is not where it ends. There are others about the Fox News thing that they interviewed Eric July's newly launched non-woke comic book defies cancel culture, brings in over 1.7 million in first 4 days. This was last week. They did an interview with him on this, and this is what he had to say. The Fox News article is exactly what I expected: a political movement and a radically right fan base who despise black representation unless they can dictate how it's done. Notice the flood of racist bigots on my page. Point proven. You are who your base is, and I don't understand this sort of behavior. I really don't. I really don't understand this sort of behavior, because this could have been. But before I get to that, let me get to one other post here that he did, right? And this is with, I believe I have made myself clear that my audience is 100% different from his. Hopefully no one will ever confuse us again. He has an extremely conservative base. Okay, this is a picture of Eric July with Kyle Rittenhouse. And just to be clear about something, yeah, there are people who believe Kyle Rittenhouse killed black people. He didn't. He didn't kill any black people. I'm not going to go into whether it is, whether it is you believe he was defending himself, or you believe it was something else. That's not my business. I'm not getting into that. I am just saying that it's a fact that he did not kill any black people. Because apparently, Black Sands put up this post to show that, for some reason, like he's associated with him or something like that, and Kyle Rittenhouse is some kind of enemy to black people. I don't know. I really and truly don't know, and I'm not the least bit interested to go through some sort of, back and forth with it. Because I remember the episode where it is, he was on, the people from Black Sands were on Shark Tank. And they got, they were initially asking for $500,000 for 5% of the company. And they didn't, they got the $500,000, but it was more for like 30% of it, something. I think it was Mark Cuban and this other guy named, I forget his name, the comedian, Kevin Hart, right? Who did it. But your company is built through crowdfunding, through this. You got 30% of it to Kevin Hart and Mark Cuban. Eric July built his own without any help from anybody. That's it, without any help from anybody. And there are others who have come in to say similar things. What I'm trying to get at here is that why fight down each other for something like this? This is what I'm not understanding. Why fight down each other over something like this? It doesn't make any sense to anybody to be doing this. I mean, here's another one here, and this is somebody who is from, I believe it's Godhood Comics or something like that, and this is what they had to say. If I see anyone I'm following right now or liking this clown's content, it will result in a block. We do not want to see his content. We are a company who want to tell black stories as they stand in reality. We are not interested in comic books. So basically calling Eric July an Uncle Tom. That's what they're doing, basically calling him an Uncle Tom. Because why you have a problem with the fact that what he has done. And here's another one from Black Sands. I'll just rest my case here. Believe what you want. My crew is all black and everyone I affiliate with is an ally to black causes. You guys really championing a dude that goes out of his way to champion Kyle publicly. So you hire people only based on the fact that they are of their racial ethnicity or the fact that they support what you support and all that kind of thing. I mean, now, I'll tell you something. Let me say this. It does honestly and truly anger me to see this sort of thing among people. Because why is it why is it black people? Why is it that black men and black people in this industry must always fight amongst ourselves or something? With Black Sands, like I said, I checked out the book and everything. I like the stories. I thought the story has a good vibe. I haven't read all. I still have to go back and read a couple more. But I thought the stories had an interesting light and everything like that. This could have, but here you are, sounding like a jealous, angry, petty little individual. Because why? Eric July made over 2.5 million in a week, and you barely could raise that amount. You have to go on Shark Tank and look at it. Okay, but that is your route you choose to go. Fine. He did it all on his own. Started off wanting only to get, his initial goal was $100,000. It's gone way past that. This could have been a good opportunity for Black Sands, Godhood, Commission, all the others out there to say to themselves, well, okay, let me do one of three things. One, let me look at what Eric July has done and maybe try and tweak my stuff, whatever, so I could try to reach out to more people and get my books and all these things moving and one than the other. Or two, you could have reached out to Eric July and said to him, listen, I see that you have some work coming. You see that you're doing your ISOM stuff. It looks really good. I've been doing this a little while. I would love to collaborate with you. Perhaps we could do a series or something together. You know, get more traction out there for your books. Build up each other. Or three, you just simply say, congratulations, bro. You know, I like to see that the campaign is doing whatever and the other. It's good to see that. Maybe sometime later on down the road, you may love to collaborate. We could do something. Okay. You could learn from what he has done, build up yourself. But no, here you are trying to break the man down because you feel that, you know, it should have been me. That's some jealous, petty little child. People have to understand. People are not. This is something I keep saying. I'm going to get into no religious rant or anything, but I'm going to say this. The Lord blesses you, not always in the way that you expect, but sometimes in the way that you need. You may say to yourself, well, you know what? I should have been the one getting 2.5 million and up in less than a week. I should be the one doing this. I should be the one accomplishing that. I should be the one accomplishing this. No. God may have given this blessing to Eric July to help him to pass it on to others. You never know. He could be the thing that you've been praying for. You could have reached out to him and said, well, okay, you know, so in the case, let me help you. I love to collaborate with you. We could do, okay. And that could have been a stepping stone for you. So when your work gets out there, when your sister starts losing your other, you could elevate yourself and you could go past $10 million probably in a year. It's not impossible. But no, instead you decide to go the route of behaving like a tantric child and act like, you know, come out to talk about the man political. I don't business about what it is. You understand me? And Kyle Rittenhouse and all kind of thing. I'm not getting into that, man. I'm not getting into that at all. All I am saying is, don't come out and zip on the man. If you have decided to take your comic books to a certain niche and say that, okay, I'm going to focus on just this 2% of people, and this is what I'm going to do. I am only going to produce black content for black people and nothing else, and anybody else who don't like it is a racist. No. That's your business. That is how you go to. But when I did my video on how they will really try to attack Eric July with their racial comments and things online, someone from South Korea saw my video and messaged me and said that you know they saw the remarks and things online and they found it very offensive. They couldn't believe it. And what they also said is that, you know, they are looking forward to reading ISOM because they ordered it themselves. It's South Korea. They ordered it themselves and they're looking forward to reading it and looking forward to the review that I would do. Thank you so much for that. Let me say that one time. Thank you so much for that. I intend to read it and do a review, God's willing. Thank you so much for that. But it's reached all over the world. Look at manga. Manga is something akin to Japanese and Korean kind of places like that. Manga, manhwa, whatever. And it reaches out across the world now. It's the highest selling market when it comes to any sort of like graphic novel, comics, anything like that. It leaves Western comics in the dust. And they have different things. They originally started off with all sorts of things initially aimed at Japanese culture and these kind of things. But now they have things that they've branched out with. Vinland Saga is based on Vikings. based on Vikings. This is what they're putting out there. So when you sit there and make remarks about you're only going to stick to your niche, and anybody who doesn't agree with you, anybody who doesn't fall into your niche, you're going to come out and attack them publicly. It makes you seem petty, jealous, and downright pathetic. Now that doesn't mean if I get the chance again, I'm not going to finish reading the Black Sands thing that I've read. I'm not reading book one. I think I have a few more to do. I may finish reading it, but I am very disappointed in this kind of behavior. Why must you attack a man for his success when you could have very well have reached out to him, broaden your entire perspective and get your books out there? More people could have been more interested in it, but no, you stick to your niche, and as far as you're concerned, he must do the same and make content only for this subsection of thing. No. His intention from day one, before that, he's been speaking about all the time, was to create content for everyone. That is how you have to go. You want to create content for everyone. Yes, you may have a certain market that you may initially aim at, or you may very well come out again and say, well, you know what? I want to make good quality content that anybody and everybody could enjoy. That is it. But here you are attacking the man because why? You figure you should have gotten over $2.5 million out the door too. It's pathetic. It's very, very pathetic. You have Access Media not even covering this, which is one of the biggest breaking news in comics right now. They're not covering it. And yet a fellow comic book creator is out there attacking the man because as far as you're concerned, he should do exactly like you have done, and you're not happy about that. Because why? He chose a different route. He is seeing success with it. Rather than you say, well, okay, let me congratulate the man, reach out to him. Maybe this is something showing me, well, this is opportunity for you to get on board here and elevate your stuff to a different level. Have it reach a wider audience or something. No, you're sitting down there making comments on Instagram and on Twitter and all kind of things, talking about how you don't want anybody talking anymore, and talking about how anybody who associates with him is all kind. I mean, come on now, man. This is just downright stupid. Why must we always fight each other? Why? Why must we always fight each other? This is exactly why we always end up getting walked all over. But you may continue to do that, but when people are doing these things, this is what I say again. Any creative out there, learn from these things. Don't go out there fighting on each other for something. There's plenty to go around. You could create your own market, build your own success, and do that, or maybe even collaborate with each other and do something. Together, we could do so much. I say before again, I live on the island of Trinidad, in the small Caribbean island, twin islands of Trinidad and Tobago, and our national watchwords are: together we aspire, together we achieve. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, ring the notification bell, be notified every time I put out a new video, and I shall see you all next time. Take care.